Hello and welcome to Anne's Garden, a production of the Davenport Public Library. My name is Anne and this is my garden. I am a reference librarian at the Davenport Library, but I also spend a lot of time here. Over the next few weeks, I'm going to show you more of the garden, and along the way we'll talk about favorite plants, various garden tasks, and just plain enjoying the garden. Right now, I'm going to give you a real quick tour and show you more of the garden. So, this is the backyard. It's 99% perennials. We're in the mid to late spring, so we've missed most of the daffodils, and the tulips are just about finished. I'll show you those in a minute. So here along the side of my garden, there's a lot more. And no, I don't have a staff. And also no, this doesn't happen overnight. I've lived here about 20 years. And even before I really started decorating the house, I started digging flower beds. So here out front, I have more shade. You can see the hostas are starting to really take off. These are hellebores here in front. I always get a lot of questions about hellebores. They're a wonderful perennial. I love them. They're the first of my perennials to bloom in the spring. And they bloom before most of the tulips even, or most of the bulbs even. And then they last for weeks and weeks. Okay, as you can see, I have a lot of sun. There's shade out front, and I have a pretty flat yard, which makes things a lot better. I also have excellent soil, so that has helped a lot too. Okay, and then let me show you back here behind the fence by my garage. And this is the cutting garden. Most people would probably call this the vegetable garden, but I grow mostly flowers. I will have a couple tomatoes, but my main production is flowers. So I'm going to pick tulips now, and then I'm going to show you how to arrange them in a bouquet. It's so simple, and it looks fabulous no matter what. So hang on, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, here are the tulips that I picked. You'll notice that I picked them bulb and all, and that's because I replant new bulbs each fall. That's the best way to ensure that you're going to get gorgeous, strong, beautiful flowers like this, because tulips, these hybrid Dutch tulips anyway, don't generally come back very well in the typical backyard garden. So I'm going to cut off the bulbs and cut back the leaves and bring them inside and show you a bouquet. Okay, let's make a tulip bouquet. The supplies that you'll need are a vase or two. I have two here in case one works better than the other for my arrangement. A sharp pair of snips to cut the stems, and of course your flowers. Now, I saw this segment on a TV show once. It works great for all kinds of flowers, but it's really great to use with tulips. Works really slick. So what I'm going to do is start lining the tulips up just like this. I'm not going to pay any attention to color order or how I have, what kind of arrangement I'm making here. I'm just going to line them up so that the heads are all lined up like this. And I'm going to keep stacking them in a line. And then I'm going to start layering them. Just lay them gently, one on top of the next one. Again, look at that beauty. Again, not paying any attention to the color arrangement. If I have orange next to red or pink or whatever, just keep laying them one on top of the other. You'll notice that the bulbs that I pulled them out with when I picked them, those have been cut off, and most of the leaves have been removed. Leaves take a lot of energy, so if you want to add greenery, you almost want to add it separate. This way, supposedly, will help your flowers last a little longer. Let's keep going here. This one cut by accident, but it'll add some interest. Just keep going. This is a big bouquet. Okay, there they all are. And there, see, they're lined up. The stems aren't equal here, but we'll clip them off. So the next step is, let me see if I can arrange this for you so you can see. You pick them all up like this. Okay, got them all. They're all neatly lined up there. Maybe adjust them a little bit if one is slipped down. And then very gently, you twist them like this. Gently, so you don't break any off. Okay? And then I'm going to take my, whoops, just a second here. I'm going to take my clippers and make sure the stems are all even. You might also notice that I've cut these tulips pretty short, especially since they were such nice long stems. But tulips grow even after they've been cut, so they will get quite long. So I start out with them pretty short. Let's push this aside. Hold up the vase to see. I like this one, this vase. It just seems to work well with a lot of flowers. You have to cut them fairly short. But again, like I said, tulips grow. So I'm going to twist them again, so you can see that again, how I twisted them. And then I'm going to put them in the vase. Okay. And ta-da. Now, they seem a little short, maybe a little not full. I like a nice full round bouquet. But they're going to continue to open. They're going to fill in. This one is bouquet made a few days ago. I added some hosta leaves and a bleeding heart. I don't have very much bleeding heart this year because the late cold snap really hit the blooms hard. So here it is. It'll make a lovely center for your table. I like bouquets, small bouquets, like in the bathroom sink, by the bedside table, on your coffee table. This would be a nice one for a center of a table, or on the coffee table, not so high that you can't talk over it or see the person on the other side, but can be enjoyed from all sides. As you can see, there's a beautiful variety of unusual and colors and shapes and forms. There's some doubles in there, some lily flowered ones. Just beautiful. Okay, if you have any questions or if you have any requests that you would like me to cover, or want to ask how I did something or why I did something, be sure and let us know. Write your comments below and we'll get back to you. Thanks.